Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 37 of Natty and Not. We are your hosts.
I am Alexis, and I am Natty.
Uh, okay. And I'm Mike, and I'm honest.
I said it with a question mark.
Question mark. I noticed
Question mark.
looking at your board there. It looks empty now. What's
It is empty.
Miss? What's going on? What are we doing?
I
Let's
know. Well,
I think we need we need to recap a little bit.
yeah, it's been 2
So
weeks.
it's been a couple weeks. We're coming back. We're recording, and a lot has happened in 2 weeks.
A lot has happened in 2 weeks.
Some decisions have been made,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we need to talk about it. What's changed?
I have decided that my health isn't worth a trophy, and
Very wise.
I have decided, or did decide, to pull out of the goal to pursue the Yorton Cup
Yes.
and to put my physical and mental health first.
Yep. So you had some blood work done.
I did. Well, so the last time we recorded, I was in a really bad spot, just mentally trying to stay strong through the reverse, just being hit with all of those high, like, leptin signaling of like your body is like, I'm so hungry, right?
Yeah.
Really, really struggling with that. And then the added stress of, oh my God, you can't fuck up. Oh my God, you can't fuck up. And like, that was just weighing on me. So I was in a very bad spot. And then my hair started falling out. And so that freaked me out like crazy. So this is like a couple weeks ago. Checked in with coach, and she's like, let's get blood work. Let's just see like what's going on. Let's get blood work. That came back. I actually ended up getting it on the second day of my period. So my period did come back. My hormones have been trying to fucking regulate. I did end up getting my period. I got my bloods on the second day of my period, and they were not good. They were not good.
Yeah.
My progesterone was like 0.1.
Super crazy low.
I mean, it's totally tanked out.
Yeah.
There was none. And it's a low part for progesterone, but it was like of my cycle, but it's still like there should be some. My testosterone was still really low. My estradiol was low. Thyroid function was lower than where it was. It wasn't like dangerously low, but definitely low.
Right.
Cortisol was through the roof. Like, just, we were not in a good place.
Yeah.
We were just not in a good spot.
Health was not in a good spot, for sure.
Health was not in a good spot. And I mean, you put your body through extremes in bodybuilding, in going through just hormone fluctuations, whether you're enhanced or you're natural. I think that it's a lot harder on your body when you're doing it naturally, because you're not taking anything to try to like help your hormones. Like, you're raw dogging it and hoping for the best. But just not in a good spot. And then having had so many like breakdowns talking to you, just started to connect some dots over like the last few years of just little things here and there with like just health. Little things here and there that like didn't individually stand out, but like you put them all together and like starting to realize like, a hormone function, like we knew has been sort of like fucked up for a while, like just my age and like perimenopause, like, but putting together some dots, like you and me having some like really raw conversations, connected the dots of like, oh, this is bigger than what I ever really thought it was. Like this is
Yeah.
fucking with a lot of aspects of our lives. And I say our lives because like we're married, we're together, it impacts everything.
Yeah.
But just connected some dots of like, whoa, wait a second. This isn't shit that's just fucked up because I'm on prep and in that particular short time frame.
Yeah.
I think this prep was harder on my body from a hormone functionality because like everything's just been, I mean, a
Off.
year plus can
Yeah.
make a huge difference, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, just putting some dots together and realizing like, oh, this was bigger, and then just being in prep and fucking things up even more just made it a little bit worse than what it was. So
Sure.
made the decision with you on like Thursday, and I didn't even have a check-in with coach until Saturday. Made that decision like kind of officially on like Thursday and just said, this isn't worth it. I don't want to live in this space for
Yeah.
4 more months. Like we're done. So it's interesting. It's like made the decision Thursday, Friday morning. I slept that night so good.
Yeah.
And I woke up Friday so much lighter.
Yeah. It was
Like,
noticeable, your just mood, your temperament, your attitude, everything. Like, you could tell that, like, a huge weight was lifted, and,
yeah,
like, all that stress of, like, dealing with all the health issues and then trying to mentally commit to doing another bodybuilding show, which, you know, if your hormones are that far out of whack, like, how good of a package could you even put on stage?
right. And
Which is
what are you continuing to doing like to
right,
feed your
yes. So
body?
if
That's
you're like, you're doing this and you don't even know if you're gonna be able to put your best physique on stage because your hormones are so out of whack,
yeah.
it was, I think, the right choice, and you made peace with that, which was really good, because, I think you were very committed to this goal,
Yeah.
and, there was, it was you've been, talking about it for over a year. And unfortunately, it's just like it's not at the end of the day, like if you're not healthy, and the same thing with me, right? If like
Mhm.
if blood panels come back and they go sideways, like I'm gonna pull back. Like it's not worth the health risk.
Right. It's not
So
worth your life and your happiness
right. Yeah, exactly.
for a trophy. So waking up just like so light and feeling so much better the next day,
Yeah.
that like solidified that was the right call. And here's the thing, I woke up feeling just that much better
Hmm.
just from the relief of the stress. I hadn't even started to I just made the decision, okay, I'm going to pull out. And then pulling out means and has always meant for me, I'm going to start hormone therapy. Like I was waiting for the Yorton. Like we've been talking about that for
Yeah.
like a year.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm recognizing these things like right again, it was made evident that it was bigger than what it is. But like this little thing here and this little thing here in my life sucks. And I know it's hormone function.
Right.
So I'd already made the decision and been researching HRT because my testosterone is so low, starting like progesterone and testosterone. And then peptide therapy for all of like my gut issues and like soft tissue issues, like my shoulder and then like my tennis elbow and stuff. Um, so just the idea of pulling out of the show, I say pulling out of show, like pulling out of prep
Yep.
already. I like just the stress made me feel so much better, even with all of the other shit going on. So,
Yeah.
um, so yeah. So decided we're going to do some peptide therapy, which was never allowed to do, and to do the HRT, all of the H's. And so I ordered the peptides. So I'm doing oral BCP 157 and then an injectable BCP 157 TB 500 combo. So I started that this past week.
Yep.
So I know it's slow to repair. Well,
Yeah.
you're not going to notice it overnight.
No, you got to take it for a little while.
And then because we're going to start HRT this week, so I have an appointment with the nurse practitioner, and we'll get everything set up. So whenever I start that's going to be this week.
Right. It'll most likely be, what do you think for the hormones?
Like, what do I think I'm going to get?
Yeah.
I can tell you what I want to get.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much. No, that's too virilizing. Jeju says no trend for women.
Okay.
That's on the no list.
Whatever you say, man.
The trend. Yeah, sure. Trend. The last time I met with them, which was in December, because of where all my numbers were, she said that she would start me on like 6 to 8 mgs a week, which I think is very high for a starting dose
of testosterone.
I think it's really high of a starting dose, but as I'm going through the female PED stuff in J3U, he says starting dose for women is like 3, but then most women he's like plugging in the numbers that their testosterone's like 40 or 50. So they wouldn't need as much, but mine's like single digits. So maybe she needs so I don't know how much she's going to tell me to take.
Yep.
But I'm hoping to get that. I'm hoping to get progesterone.
Yeah, you start low and then figure out where you're at.
And then I very much want to make sure that I get an estrogen patch. I don't think I need a lot. But it's low for sure. I got some of that going on.
Yeah.
Such an old lady. What the fuck happened to me? Jesus Christ.
I don't know, but the good news is like you're going to meet with the was it nurse practitioner or who's it?
Yeah, she's a nurse practitioner. Tuesday.
Yeah, so you're going to meet with them Tuesday. You're going to figure out, go over your blood work together. They're going to put together a hormone therapy plan to help you get back to normal. And so like that's so exciting. I'm excited for you.
It's very exciting. But can we talk about this real quick though? So doing the peptides, the injectable, and then decided we'll do 1 IU of growth hormone every night.
Yep.
So we're baby steps to the trend, but it was very cute. Cute. It was cute. Because the peptide comes in a powder.
Yeah.
And you have to reconstitute it.
Yeah.
Baby had to teach me how to do that.
I know. It was fun. So it was like, all right, you hold the syringe like this, and then you gotta let the vacuum out, and then
you gotta let the vacuum in the air.
Then you gotta reconstitute it, and then there you go.
And you roll it. You don't shake it. You gotta roll it.
Yeah.
And then we had to do some reconstitution math.
Yep.
And like confirm that 85,000 times. Like, hold on, this is what I'm doing. This is what I want to take.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the first day I fucking did it. I took half. I was like, whoops.
Well, you just kind of did it roughly in your head. So like it wasn't.
Well, we did it, but we were going through such an ordeal with you teaching me.
Yeah.
He was teaching me how to make stuff.
Yeah. So we were,
Roll it. And then you had to teach me how to fill up a syringe.
Yep.
That was scary. That was scary. And then we reconstituted one you used the big fuck needles and then played with that with like moving the water around.
I know.
I was like, you put the little, damn it. The little needles. What am I using? Like insulin needles?
Insulin needles. Yeah, they're insulin. Yep.
Because I'm
So,
doing like the
frac-
littlest bit,
yeah, fractions of a injection.
like zero 0.1 milliliters, which is like next to nothing.
Yeah.
But then you had to like teach me how to like poke it and stuff. But
Yeah.
then you do those big fucking needles.
Yeah.
Dude, that's insane.
It's not fun.
That's insane. Did it freak you the fuck out the first time you did it? I remember you had me stabbing you in the butt.
I wasn't comfortable like turning around and like giving myself injections because like it's like just you're in a weird angle. You don't feel safe. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I did it the first few of
You
them
did,
for
yeah,
you.
you did, and then I just got, yeah, and then after a while I was like, I got this, and then
It freaked me the fuck out to do it. I did not enjoy doing that.
yeah, no, it's not fun.
But
So
now it's like I did it, but so you did it with me the first day.
yeah,
And we and
and you're like,
it
I'm
was
gonna do it
fun.
by my, you're like, I'm gonna do it myself day two because I just need to do that, and you just need to like get familiar, like handling
Yeah. And it's like
the bottle,
not a
the
big deal.
syringe, yeah, it's,
Yeah.
but then once you get used to it, it's not, it really is kind of just like whatever.
I know, but we got to do it together.
Yep, new bonding experience.
So that was why I said Natty question mark because I mean technically
Yeah,
once I
peptide.
started the
Yeah,
peptides, I'm not
yeah,
anymore.
yeah. It's on the water
But I'm not
list,
like
so
the fun kind of not Natty. I'm
it's
not
not
on
trend.
like
It's not
it's
trenbolone.
not trend.
No, not the fun one.
It's not the fun not or sorry, yeah, it's not the fun not.
Yeah.
It's the some people wouldn't even consider that over the line not.
Yeah, no, I mean, it really doesn't. I mean, it's really for healing and
I
injuries
know.
more than anything else.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
But that's crazy.
yeah,
So, but yeah,
but yeah. So
technically not.
Nettie status gone.
What should we do? Can I put like a line through my name on the screen? Alexis.
Yeah, put
Like
a strike through it.
it's right there.
Yeah, sure, sure. I like it. You can
See
do
if I
that.
can do that. See if I can do that.
Yeah,
So yeah, so we're healing. Gym strength is going up. Reps are going up. The
yeah. How's
last
performances?
couple of week, and it's because I'm eating more too, so my food has gone up a little bit. I've been these last 2 weeks I was much better.
Mhm.
I still have last week I had one day where I was like ravenous. And it was like right after my first leg day of the week, so I'm sure that didn't help.
Yeah,
But every other day I was like, I'm hungry, but I was able to control myself. So I'm like, my body's getting back to a better set point. I've been the same weight the last three check-ins, like
good.
with plus or minus a pound.
Yeah,
So like right there. So I'm like, I think I've stabled a little bit.
yeah,
So I'm right at 137. So I was on stage at 129. So it's like it's only 8 pounds. It's not that much. But the gym performance with the fucking food,
yeah.
dude,
Skyrocketing.
it's like it's coming back and it
Food
feels
makes, yeah.
so fucking good.
I know food makes such a huge difference. I remember rebounding, and I was just like, I was
You
just like,
feel amazing.
strength was just fucking through the roof. Yeah,
And dude,
no,
I have energy. Like
yeah, I know.
I'm
You're like, there's all the since you made this decision, like food and all the stress gone. You're just like whistling. You're fucking, you know, just all sunshine. It's been really nice to see you happy.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not like stressed out of my gourd.
yeah.
Post Conquer has been like
It's been rough.
that was the hardest, I think the most stressful
Yeah, coming out of a show ever.
coming out. The reverse is always the hardest, and people don't realize that. Like when you
Yeah,
get into it, no one can prepare you for that level of hunger.
yeah,
No one can prepare you mentally of what that's like. And then to try to stick to macros or a meal plan, like I mean, I don't I don't know who can do that. And that's the hardest part, but like no one talks about that.
yep,
It's just wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
But no, that I was so stressful. So you're going through that mentally.
Right.
And then every time I would like eat something because I felt like I needed to,
Yeah.
the
So
guilt.
yeah, you just felt guilty and stress, cortisol rise, all that
Oh
stuff.
my God, it's awful.
Yeah,
Anyway,
not good.
all done. I'm getting strong. I feel good.
Yep. So we'll look forward to an update next week.
And I don't even,
With
I'm not even on hormones yet. I mean, I still sleep like shit because the hormones are all fucked up, but like I just mentally, I'm so much
yeah,
lighter. So
yeah,
yes. So I get to start my anabolics.
yeah, yep. Testosterone is a anabolic,
It's it's the most
androgen,
anabolic
anabolic
androgen.
androgenic. Yep, androgenic steroid.
It is the OG.
Yep,
Anyway, you got some new programming.
I did. Excuse me, I did. So
Yeah.
message coach and had the uh, you know since switching to hack squats, my glutes have been neglected,
Mm.
and it's been kind of weighing on me a little bit. And like quad work's been great. Been loving the hack squats. Like knees feel good, all that stuff.
And your quads are fucking gundo.
Thanks, baby.
Your quads make me mad.
I know you've said that several times, and I take it with the highest appreciation. You're like, you fucking bitch,
You
and
fucking I fuck you and your stupid fucking quads, you stupid fucking shit.
you bitch. Anyway,
You bitch.
um, so was talking to him, and like from a physique standpoint, like I try to be very self-critical without having like body dysmorphia. And I know that my like hamstrings and my glutes are definitely I feel like they're falling behind. And so with the last couple months of this push phase, I was like, I pinged coach and I was like, hey, what are your thoughts here? Wanted to, this is, with the hack squats now being a main staple in my programming,
Mhm.
um, I feel like the glutes are missing out here. What are your thoughts? And he was like, you know what, you're totally right. Let's do this. And so he ended up giving me basically on so I do push pull split. So on my every other push or every other pull workout, half of that workout's going to be, or sorry, every other pull workout is going to be hamstrings and glutes. So it's going to be glute thrusts. It's going to be RDLs and standing leg curls. So, and then the rest of my back moves that I would typically do that day.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, so now I have like a quad focus day with some hamstrings, and then I have like a hamstring glute focus day. Um,
That's good.
relatively close to each other, which is pretty good.
And I made you do some glute thrusts with me this week. How'd
Yeah,
you feel about doing
they
those?
felt good. I did 2 sets. It wasn't enough to like I didn't no soreness or anything, but
Yeah,
definitely felt
yeah.
definitely felt good. Felt a nice pump in the booty, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. And mentally, I feel better too because I'm just like this has been like nagging at me for a little bit. Like
Mhm.
mentally, I've just been like, we should be doing something. Let me ping coach.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
finally just worked up the nerve to be like, hey, what are your thoughts on this? And he's like, yeah, let's do that. And I was like, all right. So
Yeah, but when you do RDLs, last time you did an RDL, how much weight did you move?
I was doing 315.
That's like a crazy
Yeah.
315.
Yeah.
I think you originally tried to do more, but you're like you couldn't.
Yeah. I was bending my knees too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's still a problem. I like RDLs are
You don't
hard
have
for
the
me. I
flexibility.
can't, yeah, like it's hard for me to get all the way down without bending my knees slightly.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I got to go lighter.
You're not doing like a stiff leg.
No, 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 not stiff leg, but
You
like,
bent like a little bit.
yeah, I'm bending it more than I should be.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
But I think if you go, because the idea is loading in the stretch capacity, if that's as stretched as your glute can go, I don't think it's the wrong move necessarily for you because, like, even if I'm more flexible, but my endpoint is here, and you not being flexible, still stretching your muscles as far as they can go, and your endpoint's here,
Yeah.
You're not going to lose this. You don't have that. You don't have the flexibility. So it's like
True.
your
Yeah.
bottom is your bottom.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's up here or down here. You're stretched. That's the idea of it.
Right. Yeah. That's a good point. So yeah. So
Work that booty.
now I have a posterior day, which is a fun name for a workout.
Wellness girls, look
Yep.
out.
Yep. Watch out. Make my debut. Men's wellness.
Oh my God, that's so weird.
It's super cringy.
I mean, you could think of men's wellness as men's physique. It's wellness, but opposite.
Men's physique? No.
That's the shorts, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're big up top and out on the bottom. Like it's
Oh,
in
I guess.
balance.
Yeah.
It's
For
the
yeah,
opposite.
and then the women are opposite. Yeah, they're smaller up top and these big old legs.
Big old legs. Damn, some of those girls. I dream of quads like that. Oh my God. Dream of it.
Incoming.
They're crazy incoming. Watch
Watch
out.
watch out this
Okay,
off season.
wellness. Because then it's like I don't have a choice but NPC. So watch out. Watch out.
Yep.
They're giant size. It's wild.
Yeah.
But that'll be good. You put some tie-in on you. Get a bigger hamstring hang. That'll be good.
I think so. So yeah, so I'm happy about that. But you know what I'm really happy about?
What?
We're getting
Trend?
it. No,
You starting trend alone.
I just started. No, we're getting an absolute recomp in Frisco, which is so awesome.
You know what though? It was further than the gym we were at today. We'll never go.
Don't poo-poo it just yet.
I'm poo-pooing the drive.
Anyway, so for those listening, if you're not in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Absolute Recomp is like, think of
Best gym in the whole wide world.
The
apparently.
coolest. Yeah, it's a very modern gym, but it's got all the like top of the line equipment from Pinata, Prime, Nautilus, like all the big manufacturers, and they have like for leg machines, like for every leg move, they'll have every brand of equipment that makes a machine for that, and they've got like just ridiculous amount of options. It's a huge facility, and it's like kind of like a bodybuilding mecca. It's just like from an equipment standpoint, it's just like so many options, so many choices, which may be a little intimidating for maybe like somebody coming in from outside as like
not every gym has to be not every gym has to be welcoming to all kinds. Like you've got to have your niches.
Yeah. And so
because Gold's Gym is not the mecca of bodybuilding.
Yeah, it's definitely fallen from grace, but it
is the mecca of meh.
The mecca of mid.
There's a lot of fucking meh and meh machinery.
Yeah, not a fan of all their equipment, but very functional.
But yeah, it's very exciting. Like you watch, they go. You can like look them up. They're really really cool. So anyway, we're getting one.
Yeah, so we're getting one. So that was super exciting. But it won't open till winter, so stay tuned for that update. But
we'll see.
We did try going to another gym, which I don't know if they're national or not, but EOS.
They're brand new. That gym is brand new. It just opened.
No, but they're a chain though. It's
oh, sure.
Yeah. And I don't know how far I'm not sure how far they reach, but EOS or EOS or however you say it.
That was fun.
Yeah.
So we went to do our Saturday workout there today.
What'd you think of it?
There's only one machine I didn't really love, but like I'd have to try it. So it was my leg day, and I had hack squats, single leg glute thrusts, and hamstring curls. So I was able to do all of my moves. What was oh my God. The first move I did out the gate was unilateral glute thrusts. And I usually do the fucking hip thrust machine at Gold's is such fucking trash. It's so uncomfortable to use. It's just sucks so bad. It's like the worst machine ever fucking made for that. And so I never use the machine. So I always do the barbell, and it sucks. But this one, they had 2 different types of glute machines, and I think they're called like Butt Busters was like the name of the brand or some shit. It was
That's
like
fun.
so funny.
Yeah.
But they had one, it was a glute thrust setup on a machine, and it had the like soft belt, which is so fucking comfortable instead of a bar. Oh my
Mhm.
God, the fucking seatbelt. And the seatbelt's attached to a cable system.
Mhm.
So you don't even have to fucking load weights on.
Super convenient.
It's just a pin. Oh my
Yep.
God. I've never been so fucking stable in that move ever.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't have to.
You text, I think you texted me right after that. You're like, this is great.
I was like, you gotta try this. This is so good. Because at Gold's, they have like the bench, just like the bench and like the barbell set up. And I never am stable. I always move around. I'm constantly adjusting. I hate it. And then you can get such a good stretch. Look at me. I'm like in love with this fucking machine. Did that. The hack squat was different. I think the angle was used to what I'm different, and it didn't have the full range of motion. So I didn't love the hack squat. But then I just started fucking around, and I tried. They had a 45-degree leg press, but the feet were individual. And then on each, like the platform, it was
Mhm.
tilted. So you could put your feet like this angle or this angle. So I played on that. I played on a couple of the other booty machines too. It was good. It's very
That's awesome.
exciting.
Yeah. It was definitely cool because like it literally opened last week. So everything is brand new. There's like no worn down
Beautiful.
equipment. Like, none of the grips even have like wear and tear marks on them. It was just like everything's brand spanking new, which is super, super fun to be able to go to a gym and just work on out on all new stuff. What are you laughing
You
at?
know what though? I'm laughing because I just popped into my head.
What?
I was on the hack squat and I like looked up and I saw you
Yeah.
and I was about to wave to you. And then I see some like little boy come up and he was talking to you and you were like pulled your earbud out and you were talking. Oh, so I texted you. I was like, excuse me, sir, but you're very jacked.
He said almost exactly that. It was pretty funny.
And I just saw it from across the gym.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How many
Yeah.
people came up to you and were like, oh, Mr. Muscle Man, you're
Yeah.
so big. You're so big
Uh
and strong.
yeah, I think it was like two, but
It was more than one,
yeah. Yeah. People are
which
just
is
like,
crazy.
yeah, no, yeah.
What happened to you at Costco?
I got a sample of the tortilla chips, and there's this guy is standing there, and he goes like, "Oh, big muscles," and then and then I was like, "Thank you, I appreciate that," and he goes, "Look good," and I was like, "All right, thanks." I just want my tortilla chip sample. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. You get that like everywhere though.
I know. I think you hate it. I think you're sick
I
of it.
do like a little
You're
bit. I am
you're
I'm
fed up
I'm
with
over it.
you added up to here with fucking me, and I get it. I get it.
It is
I'm not
everywhere we go. Or
listen,
it'll be like a little kid.
I'm in
What
I'm
if
in y
little
I'm in your
what the
shadow.
little
You're the pro
kid?
bodybuilder here. I'm not.
Not anymore. What's your
You are still. You were. You won.
I whatever. When we're where were we?
Oh,
We're
we were in the hotel. We were in a hotel, and I was going to get ice, and I'm walking down the hallway, and this little kid was in the hallway, just going to, I don't know, his room or whatever, and I was coming back to the room with an ice bucket, and the kid just straight up just looks at me and goes, "Are you on steroids?" Or no, he goes, "You look like you're on steroids," I think is what he exactly said.
I don't think I knew this.
Yeah, no, I told you
I
this.
don't think I knew this.
No, I told you this, and then you were just like, because when I told you this, you were like, "Bingo," or something.
What?
It was
I don't
super funny,
remember.
but the kid was. I was just like, "Oh, I work out, eat my vegetables," and like I just like it's a little kid. I'm
Which
just
you
like,
do. You do those things. You
yeah,
do
well,
the veggies in the workout. You're gonna say yes.
like, yeah, good eye. Oh no, that's what you said. Yeah. You're like, good eye, kid. uh that was
No, but I
that
what
was funny.
I wasn't even thinking that. Didn't
Oh,
like some little kid, I don't Costco, because like we go to Costco once a week.
yeah.
In Costco say you look like a superhero?
I don't know, maybe. I don't remember that. I just remember the kid in the hallway.
But like little kids will like point you out at the store.
Oh yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, there was a little girl. Yeah, yeah, there was a little girl that said something like that. I don't know if
That's
yeah,
so
she
funny.
said
Yeah,
superhero or something.
I'm so
Little
over it.
little kids are funny because little kids stare. And like they just don't give a shit, right? They're just like
Well,
they
because
don't
they're
have
little kids,
they're
yeah.
little kids. They don't have like the social awareness to be like, "Oh, don't stare." And so little kids will just be like they'll just stare at me walking by and then like I don't acknowledge it. I'm just like I just keep walking, but like it's it's
I
very
gotta know. I
very
gotta
funny.
know. Is that like a common big jacked guy
I
thing
it's
that
gotta be. I
happens
mean,
to
I'm not
all
the only
big
big guy
jacked
on
guys?
yeah, I've it's gotta be. It for sure. Like, I'm not
Okay, but
even
do
that
you
big.
guys have like a big jacked guy, like Discord group that you can go and like ask that question, or a Reddit? Dude, you need to start a Reddit thread
Yeah.
about all these things and be like, does anybody else experience
Yeah,
this
it's
from
called,
children?
yeah, the Reddit thread is called, backslash, trend lovers. No, I
But
don't do
that's
trend.
so funny. That's so funny. You know
Yeah.
what though? It's like, 'cause I have such a skewed view of the world through you at this point, because obviously I see you every day. I find you incredibly attractive. So you are my norm. Okay.
Thank
You are
you.
my filter for how I see all other men. And so it's like you are my norm. Big,
Mhm.
giant, jacked, lean guy with giant quads and big muscles,
Aw,
which we have
maybe.
to come back to. That's my norm.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And pl
increasingly,
mhm.
the I've friends of mine have like sent me, you just send like silly videos back and forth, or like you send just whatever, sharing things. And I'm like, somebody who maybe I would have thought was a very like regular dude fit in these, and these women are like going nuts for him. And I look at him and I'm like, he needs to lose 15 pounds. I'm
You're
like,
like
he's pudgy. I'm not a fan.
you're like, "Body comp is not what I would say good."
And
That's
I
funny.
don't, and I know that that's just my very skewed
Yeah, well,
version of how I see men.
for sure.
And I'm sure there's a million men who say the same thing and then they get chastised. So blah blah blah. But the
Yeah.
reality
How
is
dare you?
I live with you. You are what I find attractive. You are my husband of 20 years, right? So naturally, like anybody else would, you were my view into the world as a man.
Mhm.
And every other man has to be held up to your standards. So I see these just like regular ass dudes.
These
I'm like,
bros.
ugh, gross.
That's funny.
Get bigger. Although somebody might say that you're not quite big enough.
Oh, my daughter. Oh my god. She's gonna make me she's gonna make me do, like, 2 a days on arms. Like, she kept saying my arms were small, and I was like, "Who the
She
fuck?"
had a nerve, and she fucking knew it. She was
No,
just
I
like,
know.
I fucking got him.
I
She
know.
told
And I
you
don't
you had small arms.
she's like, "Your arms are looking kinda small," and I was like, "Oh, you what?" Just go into the garage and start curling cement blocks.
Oh my god, but it's so funny. And you gave her the exact reaction that
Yeah.
she wanted out of you.
It's funny. It's so
Oh my
funny.
god, it's so funny.
No, it's hilarious.
But like for the last like 4 days
Oh,
in this house, at least once a day, she drops a like, "Dad, your arms are kind of small," kind
I
of
know.
bullshit.
I know.
Oh no, you came out because you did your check-in today and you came out. Oh my God. You came out. You're like, babe, my arms are 19 inches, 19 inches. And you were so excited. And
Yeah.
from the other fucking room, she goes, it's not 20.
I know she's such a shithead. She's good at just digging. She found a weak spot, and I was like, how dare you?
Because what are you going to say back to me, Dad? You can't
Yeah,
say shit.
no,
You
yeah,
can't- I mean, that like you would, but it's
I'm gonna
so fucking
make fun
funny.
of a 13-year-old. It's just like, all right, yep, I just got to take
Oh
it,
my
and
God.
that's fine. It's
I hear
funny.
her dad. And
It's,
it's like she's doing it because she gotcha.
yeah, no, it was hilarious. It was very, very funny, and
I'm dying.
yeah, no, she won't let it drop. And then even you now are just like, I don't know about them arms. So I appreciate it. You guys keep my ego in check. It's good.
Dude, the more every child stares at you or chip sample guys at Costco tell you you're a big jacked motherfucker,
Yep.
I can't leave the house with you at this point. And this is why I'm like, I'm up to here at your shit.
Oh,
Maybe your ego does need some fucking check.
I no, I feel that for
This
people.
guy is normal, and
Yeah.
it's like every fucking place we go, someone comes up to you and either voluntarily speaks to you, like comes up to you, excuse me, sir, did you know you're so jacked?
Yeah.
Or you're interacting with like a cashier or something, and they comment on how big and jacked you are, and no one would do that to, well, I don't want to say no one would do that to a woman, but like people don't compliment women on their jackedness. Like that's just not a thing. Bodybuilder women, but like random people in the world,
Yep.
you don't most people wouldn't comment on like a woman's jackedness. So number one, it makes me feel like I'm not fucking jacked. And I want to be like, I'm a fucking pro. Fuck off. Get out of here. You know shit.
This guy's on trend. Fuck him. This is the Trend Balone
Fuck
episode.
this guy. Fuck
Yep.
this guy.
Yep.
So I feel it makes me feel a little inadequate. Like, and that's being very real.
Mm.
But like, it's like your fucking ego. Just fucking yeah, fuck.
You
He's
always
big. We
you
know.
always tell me to wear tank tops too. You're like, no,
Well,
you wear
because it's hot. No,
yeah,
you wear a tank top because that's
yeah.
I
So,
like it.
but if I wear a t-shirt, you'd be like, what are you doing? And I'm like,
I know. So two things. I love it. Number one,
thank you.
you're big and beautiful. I'll say maybe three things. I want to hang on. You're my arm candy, and
Yep.
I enjoy that.
Yep.
And three, I do want everybody to see how big and jacked you are. I do. And I want everyone to think that.
But not say it.
I don't need you to come out here and excuse me, Mr. Like, shut the fuck up. So maybe you do need a little checking, sir.
Well, lately in the house from you and from Calliope, my arms are not big enough. No, they're not 20 inches. You're right. They're not.
You're not 20 inches.
They're not. And I'll be right back. Anyway, let's talk about check-ins. And I know we kind of recapped a little bit on you.
No, good.
You said weight was holding.
Weight was holding. So I'm like, we're stable.
Yeah.
I had big jumps a couple weeks after the show. Stable. So good. I was scheduled for a deload week next week. And I said, nope, don't want to do that. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling strong. My weights and my reps keep increasing. My strength keeps coming back. Number one, I don't feel the need to deload. And number two, I want to keep going.
Yeah.
I don't want to stop. I'm very much enjoying going to the gym. I'm getting more excited to go. It like fucking gives me the will, so the food is good. Got a little bump in food. So I'm at like 2,200 calories now. As my standard. I have enjoyed a few off-track meals with you and just sort of enjoying life. But anyway, so that weight's good. That's good. I'm going to get 2 more weeks of this block, which was really part of like my Yorton prep.
Mhm.
So like the workouts aren't like super duper taxing. They're good. We're gonna keep on this for 2 more weeks. And then she goes, then we'll take a deload. And then we didn't say it yet, but then just assuming I'd go into new programming because after a deload, I always get a new program.
Yeah, right. Makes sense.
So good, good, good.
Yeah.
Peptide's good. Have an appointment Tuesday, so we'll have some news to share. We'll do like a mini, I guess, check-in on
Yep.
Tuesday because I'm just gonna fill her in on what's going on.
Good.
So yeah, that was my check-in. How was your check-in?
Cool. Check-in was good. So haven't checked in with we've been off for the past 2 weeks. And so I've gone up almost 5 pounds. So I was hovering around 225, 226.
How much
And
are you now?
it flickered. It flickered 230.5. And then I was like, oh, and then it went back down. You know how it like adjusts when you
Yeah,
first
yeah,
step on
yeah.
the scale. And it flickered 230.5. And I was just like, oh, I did it. And then it finally settled in. It was 229.6. So not
Round
quite,
up,
not
round
quite,
up.
not quite 230, but damn, I'm close.
You're really heavy.
That's what you said last week. You said, get off of me.
You're real. Even just cuddling with you, if you give me the whole weight of your arm, I'm like,
I
you're
know,
heavy.
I know, I know. This is
It's
your
a
big, this
problem,
is your big teddy bear problem.
and I love it.
So,
You don't even fit in this frame anymore. Did you recognize like how big and fucking jacked you look?
no.
Jesus
So
Christ.
I'm up to 230 and, or
Mm-hmm.
almost 230.
Ish.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
230
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
ish. And yeah, feeling good. Got my programming change. So, uh, feeling pretty good. Might throw in a little bit of Anavar. We'll see how lab work comes out. Oh, I got lab work done just to make
Mm-hmm.
sure, because this is the longest I've been on
Been on
cycle.
cycle, yeah.
And so just doing a health check, making sure everything's good. And if it's not
You
good,
feel
then
good, right?
oh yeah, I feel fine. Yeah. Actually, I think I told you like when we were walking the other day, this is like being this there was a point where I was like 224 or 5, whatever, 345. And I just felt heavy. Like I felt like not lethargic, but I just like I felt like sluggish a little bit, I guess. I felt big. If
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense, but not in a good way. Like I didn't feel big, like, oh yeah, look how big I like jacked. No, no, no. I just felt like, oof, like
You
this is
felt the
like
weight on your
the
body.
weight of my body was just like it I felt it. And the past you know probably month and change,
Mm-hmm.
I feel great like at this weight. Like like I feel lighter than ever, like not lighter than ever, but like I just feel like I'm moving around great. Like it's not
Yeah.
really like I'm not slow to move. um Getting around really well, and like didn't like not feeling what I was feeling before, which was weird. Just this like
Yeah.
weird heaviness. So past that, so we'll
Your
see where the
body's just adjusting.
yeah, I
Like
think I
it
think
does.
that's exactly what it was. It was just like kind of adjusting to this bigger frame. And yeah, so got lab work done. Don't have results yet, so we'll see how they come back.
Okay.
And if everything comes back good, then we're gonna throw in a little bit of R for a little bit more strength, baby dose, and we'll see how that goes.
Now, why would you do that instead of like why opt for an oral, which could be a little bit more dangerous? And that's why you're getting labs done first, as
Yeah.
opposed to like just upping one of your compounds or adding a new compound.
Um, that's a good question. I don't want to. So the VAR half life is relatively short. So if things go sideways health wise, I can come off real quick, which is
Mm,
the main reason. I don't really want to push the other stuff up too much because they're already at like the highest that they've ever been. Relatively low, just like bodybuilder, wise,
yeah.
relatively low doses, but like I just don't want to push that any higher than I have to.
Hmm.
And so this is basically just to be as optimal as I can for the last 6 to 8 weeks of this push phase because it's fast acting and it's also short acting. So if it'll give me the boost I need to kind of crush the rest of this push phase. I'll try to lock in as much tissue as possible, and
Hmm.
then I'll be able to come off really quick if things go sideways.
So you say it's fast acting. So if you were to up one of your other, like an injectable,
Yeah,
is it not,
it takes a couple weeks.
takes a while?
Yeah, it takes a couple weeks, and I don't have weeks. I don't have weeks to spare now since I'm at the end of this push phase.
Mm. And what's the
So,
half-life of like some of the other things?
10 days.
Oh, okay. So to really
Oh,
like,
half. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if you needed to adjust, so if you adjusted up and then, you
Yeah.
started to notice things and you needed to come back down, even if you pull the dose because of the half-life of
Yep.
the drug, it stays in your
Yeah.
system for a lot longer. Okay.
Correct.
So that fast acting right away.
Yeah, it's fast
Short. Yeah,
acting,
yeah, yeah.
short half life. So, like, if
That makes sense.
I don't feel good on it, just pull it, and it is what it is, and then just finish.
You've done that, but you've done it before and you didn't have an issue, right?
Correct. Yeah, yeah. So mainly it's mostly meant for prep, and
For
then
men.
for men. Yeah, and it's very short. I mean, I know people that run it all year round, but there there is organ ramifications for
It's
that,
because
and so
it's an oral because it goes through your digestive tract.
exactly. So this is just gonna be like a short little push just to kind of squeeze out any last bit of gains through this push phase, and then yeah, then we'll go into maintenance and pull everything back, get off of everything, just go back to TRT, and then just rock a nice health phase till probably December,
And that's when you'll start. And then we'll prep. You're
January,
saying it was going to start January. Get past the
January.
holidays.
Yeah, get past the
Let you
holidays.
eat your Christmas cookies.
Yeah,
Don't make
get some
them and be a Scrooge like me and like, fuck everybody. I'm not making any more cookies.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
all right. So yeah, that's that. So let's talk about wins of the week.
Gaining strength. That's it.
Yeah.
I win.
I I think
What about you?
going to EOS today and then finding out that they had a movie theater, which was so
That gym
awesome.
is really fucking cool. That
Yeah,
gym really is fucking
they had
cool.
so think of like a cycling room, which they had that too, but it's like all treadmills and ellipticals and steppers, but in front of a movie theater screen, like a not quite a movie theater screen,
Got a
smaller,
big
but
screen.
same concept though.
That's
And
so fucking
yeah,
cool.
so I was like, that's a really good idea. They were playing like Men in Black or something. I was like, that's a
That's so
win.
cool.
That's a win.
That it really is. Just a way to take your mind off the cardio you're doing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it was
That
fun.
place was cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yep.
But I think that'll be a wrap for this week. We will see you all next week.
Bye.